Okay, today we're going to be making shortbread. If you were here for year 6 transition day, then maybe you would remember us doing this. Okay, so, but majority of the class wouldn't have done this before. So I've got 200 grams of self-raising flour, 100 grams of caster sugar, 100 grams of butter, 2 eggs, and I've got a bit of vanilla. Okay, so these are the only ingredients that we'll need. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is to rub my butter into my flour, okay, using my fingertips. Okay, and we're aiming to get something similar to that of breadcrumbs, looking like breadcrumbs, not literal breadcrumbs. Okay, so the mixture at the end should look like fine breadcrumbs. Okay, I'm using my fingers, not the palm of my hands. And if you remember playing in sand in school, I always say that, in sand, like doing that kind of motion. Yeah, so using my fingertips. Okay, my butter is soft, so it's easier for me next week when you come in, because you come in, depends on how early you get your butter from the fridge, it may be a bit tougher, so it may take a bit longer to rub in. Okay, Nathan, you'll have to work on your own again, so you'll have to bring your own ingredients. Yeah, so is that looking like fine breadcrumbs? Yes, it is, but I can still feel bits of butter in there. Okay, so it's not fully finished. So it's a quick and simple recipe, so you could try it at home before coming in next week to do it. Okay, the video will be on Show My Homework, so please remember to watch it. So practice becomes perfect, so it's ideal for you to do it before coming in as well. I'm happy with that. Okay, so I show you what it looks like, or what you should aim to achieve. So it's looking like that. Okay, and I know that next week, guaranteed, we'll have people, instead of rubbing with our fingertips, we'll be that there pressing it together. So at the end, it will all be coming together. Should look like fine breadcrumbs like that. Yeah, right, I'm happy with that. Then the next bit is to add my caster sugar. That's 100 grams of caster sugar. Give it a quick swirl just to mix it in. Okay, so it's evenly distributed. Then I'm making a well in the middle. Okay, just making a well in the middle. And I'm gonna add my egg, which remind me, I need this bowl again that I had the sugar in, so I can use that instead of using another one. I need to add my egg yolk to the mixture, only the egg yolk, not the whole egg. Okay, so I'm going to keep the egg whites, or what they call the albumin of the egg white, in here, because I'm going to use it later. And I'm going to add my yolk to the mixture. That's all the bit that I need for the mixture itself. So that's one way of separating the egg. Or you can make an incision at the end of the eggshell and then drain all the white and then keep the egg yolk behind. You want me to show you that one? Just in case we are not that confident in doing it that way next week. So I'm not going to come around and do it for you. So make an incision on one end. Take away a bit of the shell, then drain the white into the bowl, and then when you're satisfied that all the white is out, then you crack the shell and you'll get the yolk. Okay, that's another way of doing it. I'm sure that most of you know about the other method as well, that you have the bottle, that some of you, that's the Chalaze coming there, that's what you call the eye. Okay, crack that. You could even crack it from the same end, and I've got a bit of shell on there. Put that in. Okay, just going to give my hands a little rinse, because I need to touch the vanilla bottle. Quick rinse. And I need to add my, keep that there for now because I'm going to need that. I'm cleaning up as I go along. I've got a bit of eggshell on there as well. I need a teaspoon of vanilla, okay, to add to the middle as well. This one is the vanilla extract. So I'm not going to add a full teaspoon because it's very strong, it's thick. It's different from the essence, which is watery. Yeah?
Miss, should we bring the vanilla as well? Or?
Yes, please, because I don't have enough here for everyone to give to all the year 7. So instead of going for the whole teaspoon, I've gone for slightly less. Okay. I'm happy with that. Then I'm just going to try to get all the mixture together. Okay. Should come together in a bowl. I'm just going to try and get it all together in a bowl. Could use the fork as well initially to get all the mixture coming together, then use your hand after, but I'll just dive in with my hand straight away. The warmth from your hand as well should help everything to come together. Okay, so press it together. Nick, are you still with us? Yeah? It's coming together nicely. Okay. In order to make the shortbread a bit more interesting, what could we add to it? Or to modify, to develop it a bit, what could we add to it? Anyone has any idea? Yeah?
Shapes.
Shapes? Yeah, we're going to cut it into shapes, but what could we add to the ingredients? Sugar? We added sugar already. Any ideas? Yeah? I know that someone was going to say chocolate. I was waiting for that to come up first. No, I don't want, you could, but I don't want you to add chocolate to it. When you're making it at home, you can go and do that. Yes, miss?
Coconut.
Coconut, desiccated coconut. Yeah? It's already sweet. It's already unhealthy. So if we want to make it a bit healthy, then as Miss suggests, desiccated coconut. Anything else? Yeah?
Dry ingredients.
Dry ingredients, so dried fruits, are you trying to say? Dried fruits, yeah?
Raisins.
Yeah, so raisins. Anything else? Strawberries, so dried strawberries. Whatever fruit you're adding, it needs to be dry. Okay? Because of the water content, we can't use a fresh fruit. Another thing that we could go for, I like my shortbread, having a bit of lemon zest. You know, the outside of the lemon, grate it and add it. That tastes really nice in them. So no chocolate. You don't have to go for the first option, chocolate. So that's my shortbread dough. I need to add a bit of flour to my surface because I'm going to be working on the surface now. So I need to flatten. Okay. And if you are if you know what shortbread look like, you know that they are a bit thick. Okay. I'm not using a rolling pin. You know they use a rolling pin for pizza last time. Just use the palm of your hands and flatten. I've got a greased tray, so it's already greased. Yeah, ready to be used. When you're greasing your tray, try not to add too much oil. You see how that one has small amounts of oil on? You're not frying it on the tray. It's just to prevent it sticking. And because of the high fat content, I use quite a bit of butter. Then you do not need to go and add a lot of oil to the tray. I'm happy with that. If anything, I've pressed it out too much. I was getting distracted there. Just cut using my biscuit cutter, cookie cutters. You do not have to take bring these from home. We've got enough for the whole class. Okay. Try and get as many in the first go. I may need my palette knife to help me to get it off the surface. I'm going to go for this one if I can. See if I can get it. Alright. Take these away. Am I going to put these in the bin?
No.
Okay. I'm going to use them again. Okay, so I'll leave them there for now. I'm going to try and pick these up. If you can't pick them up freehand using your hands, then you can always use a palette knife, because they're very delicate as well. Prevent them breaking. When placing them on the tray next week, leave a little bit of space between them because they are going to rise. Okay, and that's because we use self-raising flour. I'll put this together again. Press it together, and then I'm going to cut again. Put a bit of flour underneath to ensure I lift it with ease. Try to get roughly the same thickness, and I'm going to go and try and get, can I get 2 from this? No, I can't. I have to put it together again. It's a bit repetitious. I think this should be the last one. I'm just going to fit it in here and flatten in the shape, just to get the shape. That. Then the next bit I need to do, I need to brush my, I've got a bit of eggshell in the egg white, but that's alright. Whisk that together, and I'm gonna brush my shortbread. Not with too much, okay? Only with a small amount. So glaze slightly, and this will help the appearance. Yeah, Rihanna?
Are you gonna put the holes in them?
I am not. You can choose to. So you can add decorative finishes or decorative finish to yours. Okay. Be creative. I'm not gonna add any holes to mine. Yeah.
This is the more shapes.
Hmm?
Is it just that shape?
No, we've got different shapes. We've got quite a few actually. But I think we're going to give you just a few, maybe 3 per group, because we don't want people to get carried away in choosing shape for the whole lesson. You get carried away. Okay. If you've got your own, you could bring your own, but we've got enough for the whole class, so I'm happy with that. Then I'm going to sprinkle a tiny bit of sugar, caster sugar on top. So slightly. Remember, they're already sweet. Oh, I don't want to use a spoon because I haven't got any control over it. It just comes out. I don't want to add too much to it. Slightly. Okay. I forgot to mention the oven temperature. So I'm going to bake them on 180 degree, and I'm going to bake them for 12 to 14 minutes. Okay, so that's it. They're done. Quick and easy recipe. Yeah. Thanks.